bags.
Rude.
No,
Sit down. This is gonna be great. This is
it's gonna be a good video. What is up, guys? We're here again with another YouTube video. I know we haven't been here for a minute. You guys haven't seen any of our YouTube videos because we haven't been uploading because Memo has been losing some footage. Hopefully this is not one of those. But here we are. We're actually gonna be talking about some essentials that we have in our backpacks, as you guys can see in the title. And I would like to introduce Taylor, a good photography, videography, and TikTok star. Taylor, take it away.
Oh my gosh, stop. But yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I've been modeling for about 3 years now, and I also do photography and videography, like Luis mentioned. So yeah, excited to share my essentials with you all today.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about everything that's in our backpacks, as we have here. So it should be a good informational video for anybody that wants to start doing videography or photography. So yeah, we should get started.
Let's do it.
Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is my backpack. This backpack
That's so cute.
I know, this backpack has been with me for like, I think 4 years. And it has literally been to every trip that I've ever taken. And I kid you not, it actually still has sand from my trip from Hawaii. So I have sand from Hawaii in here.
Oh, I actually see it.
Dude, because I took it to the beaches all the time. Anyways, so the first thing that I'm gonna talk about
is the big pocket.
Bam, yeah, big
Oh,
pocket.
there's actually like, since it looks like a backpack, I didn't think there was gonna be like slots.
Like
in
slots.
It.
See what I mean? I kind of like this backpack because usually the backpacks that have like slots, like they look so boxy and so big.
They
They
do.
definitely are big. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to carry a big ass. So the first object that I'll be talking about is definitely gonna be my camera. This has been my first camera since I started shooting, and I haven't parted ways with it. I really like shooting with it. The shutter is just on point. So this one's definitely been my baby.
Wait,
and
so
I
which
also
one
got,
is it?
This one's the A6000, which is fairly old. But you know, I have another camera, but this is probably one of the ones that I always go back to and shoot, especially when I'm out shooting photography, not really videography. And I also did this custom lanyard thing or strap.
Bougie.
No, it's not.
What? It's supreme.
I know.
It's bougie.
You know, it's not bougie. It's like hypebeast. That's what it was. Well, I guess it is still kind of bougie in a way. But yeah, that's definitely my first for the photography, I guess, section.
Alright, so I have this giant backpack. But the first thing that I always bring on every shoot is actually a bottle of water. Yeah, thirst quencher. But you know, it's really underrated because whenever I forget to bring water on a shoot, I'm like dying halfway through, and I've probably like ended shoots early because I've just been like, like this is fun, but like
I'm hungry too.
Parched, yeah, I need
Yeah,
a snack, I
need a
need a
snack.
drink, I need to go lay down. Sometimes it's a weird situation, so like, am I gonna wait until the end to be like,
You're like, I'm gonna
I need to go get a drink, so
Bye.
be hydrated.
Yes. Alright, so my second object will definitely have to be some of my lenses. So the first one that I'll be talking about is my telephoto lens. This is an 18-200. I think this was one of my first expensive lenses. I think this one's around 1,000.
Wait,
Yeah.
so what's the f-stop on this?
This one's only, and if you know about f-stops, it's 3.5 to 6.3, so it's kind of in a higher range, but you know, usually with telephoto lens, you know, the more you can zoom in, you'll have like some bokeh, if you know what that means, which it creates a blur background, like most of our iPhones can do nowadays.
On portrait mode, right?
Yeah, on portrait mode. But I will say, as good as phones are getting nowadays, they will never be the quality of what, you know.
Oh, I see you got a Tinder match on there. That better make it in the roll.
I'll see what's up later. What's it called? Always have a good telephoto lens, and that's basically one that can zoom in and zoom out. If you guys didn't know what a telephoto lens was.
Alright, so now we're getting into the bag. First, important. I'm like, where do we even start? Because as a model, everything's just, I don't have things ordered nicely that.
She does do photography, so she does have her own gear. But she's gonna be talking about the modeling perspective.
Yeah, so pretty much what's in my bag today is things that I would bring, like if I was modeling or if I'm filming TikToks, because TikToks I'm usually just recording on my phone. So actually we can start with when I'm usually
That is a
stuff
must.
in here.
That is a must.
Oh, I thought you said it's a mess. I was like,
Oh no, I'm saying that is a must, but you just take a...
Must. So I have this little baby tripod, which I use a lot. Great thing to bring because it's really easy to shove in your backpack and really easy to use if I'm filming stuff on my phone, if I'm filming TikToks, or if I'm on set with a photographer.
Wow, that's cute as
Peep the Articuno
That's cute as
a lot.
Okay.
More than my phone,
More
probably.
than my phone, there you go.
So that's the first thing.
Alright.
Important thing to bring, tripod.
The second object that I'll be talking about is definitely my wide angle lens. This is a 16mm, but it's a two-part system. So this is the wide angle lens. So it is very wide. It is an aperture of 2.8, just not that bad. And then this is a converter. So it's an ultra wide converter that I'll just put onto the lens. And then I'll have a super wide angle lens, which comes in handy, especially when I'm doing anything with architecture or in bandos, especially rooftops. Anything that I'm trying to find like a shot that really gets all the environment around it. So I definitely use this one a lot more. So this is one of my babies.
Is it a fisheye?
No, it's a ultra wide,
So what does it end up being when you have like the ultra wide on the wide?
like really wide. Like really wide.
Okay.
But yeah, it's...
I was like 18, 12.
Oh, right. I'm dead. What's a 16mm? So I'm guessing it goes down to like 12.
Okay,
Which is
that
extremely
makes sense.
wide.
Yeah, I think 12 is pretty much as big as you can get without it
Yeah.
getting like almost the fisheye effect
Exactly,
on the
yeah.
outside.
And I don't really like the fisheye effects. That's why I didn't get the fisheye, because I'm just like, when will I think only if you have like videography stuff, then you could probably use the fisheye.
Solid.
So it really depends.
Alright, so the next thing, I think it's so funny looking at what you have in your bag versus what I have in my bag, because they're just completely opposite.
But
But next thing for me is a speaker,
oh, I also bring my speaker too.
right? Because
Yeah.
so many people forget to bring a speaker.
It's more of a vibe.
It is. It's for the vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Because honestly, especially if it's like, I don't know, it can be on both sides. If it's someone that you're like new to work with, sometimes it's weird.
Yeah,
if there's
sometimes it's
like,
awkward.
if it's just like, click,
Right. Yeah, so if you have music on the background, you get bumping, you definitely do more flowing work, time goes by faster.
yeah, I feel like if it's like a new photographer or a model, you can like break down the awkwardness because you can kind of be
Yeah.
like, oh, what kind of music do you listen
Exactly.
to?
Yeah, you'll put something that you both can talk about other than, oh hey, I need
So,
you.
how long you been doing photography
Right.
for?
The same old questions all the time, so that's definitely a good one.
This is just like a little Bose speaker that I got that I really like. And it has like a little clip on it, so if you want to like clip it on your backpack or whatever as you go.
Oh yeah, when you're
so,
when you're out shooting in the streets or something. Alright.
So yeah.
Alright, so my next object and my final lens would probably have to be my baby. This is a Sigma 35mm lens. It's
I
an
was
art.
just talking about my 35. That's also my go-to.
Yeah, so it's my baby. It's a 35mm art lens from Sigma. This one was expensive as when I got it, especially since this is a Canon lens, so it's for a Canon body.
Oof.
But I did get the converter from Canon to Sony, and then I could put this in my Sony camera. But the converter can be very expensive too. This one was like around 400. So plus the lens, that's like almost 1500.
What's the f-stop on that?
The f-stop on this is 1.4.
Okay, so I have the same one, but mine is a Tamron lens.
So yeah, this is a prime lens, and then you could see that it has like big round glass that just helps with everything. One of the things that you guys should know is that, especially for the phones, the phones have such small cameras. The thing is with these types of glass, they're very hard to create. They're very hard to build. That's why they're so expensive.
Right, that's why they're so expensive.
That's why they're so expensive. So that's why I say that phones will never have the same quality that lenses have, because it's just,
They got that BG.
they got that exactly. So
Big glass energy.
I'm dead. So yeah, this is definitely my baby. I use this all the time. So yeah, that's my last lens. I have other lenses, but these are the main three ones that I want to talk about today. So if you're looking for anything to shoot with, I would recommend having at least telephoto, a wide angle, and a prime lens.
So then with this, I mean, you can shoot portraits, you can shoot rooftops, and that's kind of like everything in between.
Yeah, kind of everything in between. I don't use this as much anymore because I can kind of get the best out of these two. It really depends on what you're shooting and what you want to shoot. That you should really consider the millimeters in your lenses, especially if you're getting a prime lenses.
Okay, so next up are things that you probably already thought about. Sorry, my phone charger just keeps getting caught on everything. Anyway, so makeup and hairbrush, which I'm sure everyone's like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna bring that. A lot of times people forget it. And one thing that I've learned after doing modeling for a while is that you don't want to be touching your hair with your hands because every time you do that, it's gonna get greasier. So definitely the hairbrush is an important thing to bring.
Interesting.
And also, when you're shooting with a photographer, I'm just gonna say always check your hair and makeup like in between shots.
Yeah, because sometimes your hair might sting out in a corner or something.
Yeah, at least it's been my experience. A lot of times photographers will feel awkward and they like don't know how to say it.
Alright.
So they're just gonna let it go. And like, I've definitely gotten photos back and I'm like looking at my hair and I'm like, I've been like, don't assume, because I think for so long, especially when I was new, I like assumed that like, oh, my hair's messed up, my makeup's messed up, like the photographer's gonna tell me. But yeah, you just make sure to like be proactive and like have this on hand so that in between shots you can just kind of like pull your phone out, be like, oh shit, let me run to my car real quick, touch up my lipstick, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Always be prepared as a photographer and as a model.
And as a model, like on both sides, and also to photographers, like don't be afraid to tell your model if their hair is messed up or if their makeup is messed up. Find a nice way to say it. Don't be like, girl, like, you look a mess.
You look a mess. You know, you're behind the camera, so you'll be like,
and the model can't see what you're seeing.
Exactly. Obviously, you can show him like, oh, you know, this is what I'm getting. But you're behind him most of the time. Be like, okay, I need you to do this, do that. So definitely try to like explain yourself what you want her to do, so you can get the best shots. Because that's what you want. You want the best shots, and you
that's
know,
what we're all here for.
Exactly.
Because like you're both trying to get the best shots.
Yeah, exactly.
So many zippers.
So, and I know this is broken. I know this is broken.
I haven't seen one of these in so long.
I know this is broken. It's very hard to keep these prisms looking at its best shape. Kid you not. I've broken.
Just don't zoom in.
I've broken like maybe like 3 of them, and I think Ace broke my last one too. Yeah, it's just very easy to break if you don't take care of them, especially because they're all glass. So like, they'll slip out of your hands very easy.
I've heard so many stories about that, about somebody's like holding the camera in one hand and the prism in another, and then it just goes.
Yeah, I know. So what this is a prism. You could use it while taking photography portraits. So you can get very creative with stuff like this. You can also do discs. You can use your phones too, like a lot of it. But this is my to-go, just because it gets the reflections out of everything, like the lights, very good. So yeah, this is my to-go piece. I don't use it as much, but when it comes to taking photos of portraits, you can get very creative, especially when you're shooting out in neon spots.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like that's what prisms are known for, is like the neons.
Taylor does a lot of
cyberpunk.
Yeah, cyberpunk action. So this definitely does come in handy. Obviously, you gotta get used to it. They're kind of very tricky to use, but once you start getting the hang of it, and you know what angles you're trying to shoot, you can get some really, really insane shots. So Memo will definitely be putting up some pictures of what I mean with using the prism.
Some of your sick neon prism.
Bangers.
Oh, I haven't heard bangers in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Some prism bangers.
Some prism bangers. Definitely one of my essentials.
Alright, so next thing, which I like to bring on shoots, are hats. And I think they're a fun thing to bring because they kind of, I feel like hats are underrated. Like, nobody brings them on shoots.
You can definitely change the look.
Right? It adds such a different vibe. Hats are like a fun accessory, but just like accessories in general, outfits are super important, but don't forget to accessorize.
Yeah, exactly.
What you're wearing.
Sometimes I'll be wearing like a nice hoodie, and they'll be like, "Ooh, that's a nice hoodie." I'm like, "You should wear it, and then we can shoot in it." So
yeah, you want my hoodie?
I've done that multiple times. Look you.
Oh, terrible. But yeah, I mean, like photographers, you can definitely bring hats. Always like very open to it.
Yeah.
So definitely I'll say, like, if you're a photographer, if you have a certain
aesthetic that you want to go for.
Yeah, like don't, I mean, you can message the model about it and ask if they have it, but then if they don't buy a piece, like, you should buy it because...
Or bring it.
Yeah, like buy a, like, if you want a wide-brimmed hat in a sunflower field and the model doesn't have one, like, go to Forever 21, buy one.
That's exactly
bring
what
it on set.
That's exactly what we did when we went to New York.
Ooh, what'd you buy?
I bought, we went to Forever 21, I think, and we bought some jeans because I wanted to get some distressed look, so I literally ripped them apart. And I want to tell the model, oh, bring some jeans, I'm gonna fuck them up.
Fair.
And, you know, I cut them up and we had an amazing shoot that one time. Okay, my last item.
Oh, so baby.
I know. My last item, and probably the most important one for a photographer, is bring an extra charge battery.
God. And check that it's charged before you leave your house.
Not just that, but your camera, your gear. Like, make sure that it's charged up before you go out on a shoot, because you never know how long the shoot will go for, and if your camera is running low and you're just like, oh shoot, you know, we're killing it, but my camera is dying. So if you have anything extra that is charged up, that will help a ton, you know. It sucks when you're getting in the mode and your battery's about to die and you have nothing else.
I know. So, story time. I was paying a photographer.
No!
Paying a photographer for a shoot because I had this cosplay thing. It was for a company and I needed the photos that weekend so I could edit them and send them to this client. Paid shoot. And we're 30 minutes in and the photographer is like, so...
He's like, so...
My battery's gonna die. And I was like, you brought another battery, right? And he was like, I did, but I thought it was charged and I didn't check it. And the other one. So we literally had to, and like this is a full ass cosplay. I had my hair done, like everything. And it was at night too. So then we had to meet up the next day to finish the shoot.
That's annoying.
Because the battery died. Don't be that photographer.
Yeah, don't be. So definitely bring a charged battery, an extra one.
Yeah, and if you have lights, bring extra batteries for the lights.
Yeah, be prepared, honestly, because you never know how long it's gonna be, the shoot.
Alright, so last thing, this is just pretty, I'm just gonna...
Just dump like a whole backpack.
There's a purpose behind this,
There is, because I have multiple...
So hear me out. So, different outfits. A couple of important things about this is that one, make sure that all of your outfits are kind of like the same theme.
Matching.
Because once you get in a vibe, I don't know if I'm doing like a streetwear kind of vibe and like the photographer's feeling it and I'm feeling it, and then all of a sudden I switch and like put on like a dress, it's like, wait, it like throws the whole thing off.
I know.
A couple other things adding onto that is that, like I said, make sure that everything kind of like matches so you can mix and match things. On the model side, if you have a specific outfit that you really want to shoot, wear that first.
Yeah.
Because I did this so many times where I would just show up in like scrub ass outfit, roll up to the shoot and just like be like, here are all my outfits, which one do you want to shoot? Every time the photographer's like, oh, I like what you're wearing, and then I would be like, I don't really want to shoot in this, but like I already showed up, and then like what do I tell the photographer? Like,
Right.
You like this outfit, but I don't. So
that makes sense. Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, maybe you don't vibe with the photographer, and after shooting one look, you're done. So always wear.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So always wear the outfit that you want to shoot the most first. And then wait. Other thing on that, talking about like being prepared to shoot, try everything on before you go to the shoot. Because I've also done this. I've been like, oh, this outfit's fly. Like, I don't need to try it on. I know it's gonna look great. And then I get there and I see the photos after and I'm like, no! I'm like, why didn't the photographer tell me that I look like a Smurf?
Like a Smurf, you said, I'm dead.
So those are my 3 tips about styling if you're a model on a shoot.
Definitely bring some gloves, like as a photographer, especially if it's cold outside.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Dude, oh. Alright guys, so final recap before we close down the video. These are definitely going to be my essentials, and it could be your essentials too when you're as a photographer. So try and get something like this. It all depends on your budget, but this is what I like to be prepared as when I'm going out to shoot, especially with someone new. I like to be professional, so I'll definitely keep these things in mind.
Alright, so what's the rundown?
So the rundown is gonna be telephoto lens, wide angle lens, prime lens, and something to be creative with. Doesn't have to be, one of these. It could be a disc, it could be anything. Just be creative with your shoots. And last one, battery, most important one. And obviously.
Hair ties. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff on the table here, but quick rundown. As a model or any kind of creator, if you're shooting for yourself, bring water, a tripod, bring some fun accessories like some hats, a speaker, your makeup, hairbrush, and bring different outfit options.
I still like the speaker one.
Speaker, underrated.
Underrated, yeah.
Alright everyone, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you had any questions, please drop those in the comments below. We did our best to link everything that we could, but if there's anything that we missed, please let us know.
Yeah, so definitely thank you for watching this video. And
yeah, I'm Taylor Ray. Please subscribe if you can on YouTube, because I'm kind of just doing this thing.
Yeah, check out her channel, check out her TikTok, everything will be in the link in the description. And thank you so much again, Taylor, for stopping, being in this YouTube video. And that's pretty much it for today. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time.